ashamed of her breasts that she lets a Machiavellian psychopath cut them off.
How dare you?
But I was not a member of the IRA.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and get out of that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
Big Mike il capo.
Gran Mikey el jefe บิ๊กไมค์ต่อชีฟมิกไมค์และหัวหน้า
Big Mike and the Chief.
Ho,
Ho.
Bless his mother, Jesus, mother of God.
You're hanging.
Huh?
You're hanging.
Oh, Jesus
Hangman.
Hangman. We fucking hanging. We have to have we had so much whiskey last night. I thought my mother was my girlfriend.
Right.
I went home and I tried to ride her. And so my mother got up this morning, she was fucking, she wasn't happy.
Right. I think that was an episode of Fair City.
Huh?
Yeah, I think you're quoting an episode of Fair City there.
Yeah, no, that would have been, that would have been a big episode.
More like Fair Shitty.
Hey! Were you ever a fan of the goings on in Carrickstown?
No.
No.
No, I mean, I would have it on. My depression's bad enough as it is without
Watching Fair City?
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus,
There's nothing good going on in Fair City.
No, well, there was one good storyline one time where there's a lad called Billy Meehan who convinced half the characters to become prostitutes.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, we spoke about that before.
That was the best. That was the golden era where he literally just went around Carrickstown and convinced everyone to be whores.
Right.
And then that was good crack. And then someone came in and killed him with a golf club.
Right. Okay.
Like
Tiger Woods.
Literally, Tiger Woods just made a cameo on Fair City.
Yeah.
Killed Billy Meehan with a golf club.
That'd be great, man.
He said, "By Jesus,
Special
I'm
guest.
not paying to fuck all these women."
yeah. It all comes full circle.
It
'Cause he
all
likes banging whores.
That's right.
But you know, I remember back before I got this job and fucking on the social welfare and stuff when I was so poor, for a brief moment I was like, would I sell myself? Because you can go on Grindr and then put a little pound symbol.
Yeah.
Which kind of indicates that you'll do stuff for money.
Oh.
Yeah. But I just
poor.
never. Yeah.
It
just means that you'll maybe suck a dick for a few bob.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, I can't. No, that's.
But
just...
weren't you going to kind of walk all over people's backs and take a shit in their mother's mouth and?
Well, some fella was on Gumtree saying he wanted someone to walk on him.
Yeah. And
then I blew it because I took the piss. He asked for a photo of me and then I sent him a photo of Philip Schofield. So. Yeah, I kind of blew that opportunity.
Yeah. It's not the type of the blowing he was looking for.
No, absolutely not. No.
Do you think if you were to do that, if you were to have done that job, of walking on your man's back, do you think that you would play music while you were doing it?
What, like the river dance?
These boots are made for
walking,
and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you, and then just shit on his head.
Yeah, no,
like right on it you.
I said to him, "Are you gonna be doing anything while I'm on you?" And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna be lying there," which I don't buy for a second. Yeah, but I don't get the stomping. Like, how do you even get into that? Huh? How do you even get into?
I suppose you have to
being stompled on.
I don't know. I'd say what happens is you probably get involved in some kind of a riot or a push at a football stadium, and
he's getting tramped on. He's like, "Ooh,"
and just part of, "Oh fuck," and he and he came, and now he's like, "Oh, the only way that he can come is by being trampled on," and he probably goes to like rowdy football stadiums like Galatasaray and like Turkish football matches, Millwall, in the hopes that he'll be trampled on. He probably pretends to fall in front of people, but everyone's just like, "You all right?" And he's like, "Just act like you didn't see me.
Yeah.
Stand on me. I'm a footpath."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or he goes to like the
My name's Tommy Footpath.
He goes to like the running of the bull.
Yes,
Bulls
in Pamplona.
In Pamplona.
Yes.
And then he doesn't even try and get out of the way.
Yeah.
He just dresses all in red.
Yeah. Lady in red. You know.
Would you do the running of the bulls?
Huh?
Would you do the running of the bulls?
BJ's I would, but sure the bulls would end up running the other direction if I stood up there.
Yeah.
It'd be the running away of the bulls.
Yeah.
After they'd see a man, Mike Rice from Greenwich, Kilkenny, they'd say, "We knew this day had come."
Right, yeah.
And they'd be scattered the other way.
I would have done it in the past, but now, given the condition of my brain, I wouldn't.
You couldn't. You probably it's not even safe for you to be out in like gale force winds.
No.
Like if a strong wind hits your head, your
like
brain,
a sneeze.
Your brains are going to be scrambled eggs.
I get it. Like if I sneeze, I get a headache. Like
Yeah.
which is not good. But when you were talking about the Hillsborough and they were really touchy about that in Liverpool. I think. Like.
Oh yeah, no, it's of course. Well, they still don't read the Sun newspaper,
Right?
Up there, and they'll probably never listen to this pod again.
Do they sell? Do they sell? Do they sell the Sun?
No, the Sun is not sold in Liverpool.
Right.
Because
it's cloudy all the time.
Only the moon. They're a moon
the
city.
rival newspaper.
They're a lunar city.
The Moon.
The Daily Moon. No, Alfie Moon. But EastEnders, Fair City.
Keith Moon, the drummer from The Who.
That's right.
WHO.
That's right. So what was I going to say to you? No, so the Sun reported, I know, some rotten evil way on that. But they, I mean, they notoriously, particularly in the 90s, like 90s and 2000s, like tabloid culture, like with the Sun and these papers, News of the World and stuff, they were just truly rotten, evil, nasty organizations who were waiting in the gutters. Do you remember on the front page of papers?
Right, yeah.
Just on a Sunday after Mass, you come in and there would be a picture of like Britney Spears' snatch.
Yeah.
But like they'd have a little star around it.
Yeah.
But there's literally a man who I presume studied photography.
Yeah.
Is like, he fucking studied all about negative space and like shading and everything.
Yeah. He's just there getting a photo of Britney snatch.
Just fucking in the gutter.
Yeah. Like some photographers aspire to, have a photo on, the cover of Time magazine or in Vogue or something, and this guy's like, I want a picture of Kim Kardashian's snatch.
The Manchester United, so the Munich disaster, which happened in the 50s, the great Duncan Edwards, who was
Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, that's a shop in America.
It is, yeah.
This is Duncan Edwards, not
right.
Duncan. Duncan Donuts played for West Brom.
Right.
But Duncan Edwards, Duncan Edwards
was a black basketball player in the NBA.
Yeah. Duncan Donuts was a no-nonsense centre half for Bracknell FC. So, no, Duncan Edwards was said to be the saviour of Manchester United in the 50s. Now, this was a team with the Busby Babes.
So
they were
babies.
They were footballers, but they were also babies. And it was the first time a group of babies had ever, I suppose, assembled and competed for the English Premier League, like the top flight English football, and it was just babies. And what apparently was very hard for the opponents was they didn't know if they often got confused because it'd be raining and everything, whether it was a baby or that was the ball.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where the babies had a big advantage. Because the babies, literally, the Busby Babes, so they were crawling on all fours.
Yeah.
And they would just be heading the ball to each other along the ground, like little slugs.
Right, okay.
Going along the ground.
Croton-esque.
And then what they had in their favour, much like a skunk.
Yeah.
What would happen if a player, say, like Dunkin' Donuts, the centre half for Bracknell FC, if he went to tackle one of the babies, the baby just shit his pants.
Or you'd kill the baby.
Huh?
You'd fucking kill the baby.
Well, that was because there was the fear of that, so people were reluctant to tackle him. But then the baby would go, and then the smell from the baby's shite, that then the player would be like, oh, fuck, and the baby would be gone off. Crawling along with his ball, nodding along like a little slug.
Yeah, because I always wondered how they managed to win when it was a team of infants.
Team of babies. Well, that's it. It was that they were such smelly little babies. No one wanted to tackle them. Also, they couldn't tell a lot of the times which conditions if it was a baby or the ball. So a lot of the times, like lads would end up fucking booting a baby into the stands. Then they'd get sent off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then the baby, someone would catch the baby in the stands, and they just fuck him back into the ground. The baby, ooh, gaga. Yeah. And I think one time someone's bet the baby, like kicked the baby straight off the crossbar, and the baby died.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he got a yellow card for that.
Right, he only got yellow cards?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but he didn't know, do you know what I mean?
And then I think the Munich air disaster, the Busby Babes.
Well, the problem was
the pilot was a baby.
Yeah. That was the
with
problem.
no prior flying experience.
Well, see, what had happened at that time, you see, was that, and anyone who's not, because I know there's a lot of women listen to this, and we've more, actually, percentage-wise, we've more women than any other podcast in the world right now.
I think so. Yeah. We're at like 35%.
Yeah, because of course a huge amount of the cast of extras in episodes of Columbo were voluptuous women.
Yeah.
Because they had to make up for how fucking ugly Columbo was.
Right. Okay.
Look up Columbo. If you don't know about Columbo, look it up. But
he's an ugly man.
He has a lazy eye. He has a fucking head in him like it was made out of leather.
Right. He
doesn't
does.
he?
Yeah, he does. He looks
And
like
he
a
said,
sandal.
one more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah.
He's a nosy little man.
He is a nosy man. Detectives are just busy
professionally nosy.
Yeah, professional busybodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have said, if someone came questioning me about a murder, I'd be like, mind your own fucking business now.
Yeah. Why are you sniffing my knickers?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's part of my investigation, all right?
Yeah. Less of it.
Yeah.
But so anyway, like you said there, what happened was, so when they saw in the 50s, Man United, the Busby Babes, that a group of babies could challenge for trophies in the English top flight, they said, well, because Matt Busby, one of his whole belief systems was that like he believes that babies are older.
Right.
Like he believes that when you're born, you're at your oldest.
You're reincarnated.
Yeah, he had this whole belief that when you're born, you are like you're 100.
Right. Okay.
I mean, Busby, he was doing a lot of ayahuasca.
Right.
Yeah. He was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so then he insisted on the plane to Munich being flown by
a baby.
Because
he thought that was the best.
He thought this is
Who better to fly a plane full of babies than a baby?
Than a baby itself, because an adult wouldn't really know how to fly a plane full of babies. He couldn't relate to their needs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
why
anyway,
were they flying? Why were they flying to Munich again?
Huh?
Was there?
I think there was a lot of fucking
breastfeeding convention.
There was a breastfeeding convention, or I think there was a sale on dodos.
Right. Okay. The birds.
Huh?
The birds.
Yeah, the soon to be extinct bird, the dodo. What do you call the things that babies
dildo
suck on?
A dildo.
A priest's flute. No. No, it's not a dildo, but
it's
the
priests.
What about them?
They weren't. Say what you want about them. They weren't having sex with babies, though.
What?
They weren't having sex with babies, were they?
Well, they'd be kind of hanging around the hospital with a bit of a want and a
with
need.
a keen eye.
Yeah. No, but they all had their different methods of baptizing them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the way with the old priest. No,
Right.
God love him. Do you know what's the worst thing about it? I'm such a horrific like heathen, or I can't even think of the word, but
pedophile.
Huh? No.
No, what?
Me?
No.
No way.
No.
Not my cup of tea.
No.
Not my cup of tea, madame.
Yeah.
No, sir. I'd say pass on that.
Pass on
that. If there was on the menu, I'd say no, I don't.
Yeah, right.
No. But no, I was going to say, like, because so much of my family are
pedophiles.
No! What the fuck, Chief?
I'm sorry.
Where the hell are you getting?
I'm sorry.
No,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
This is not.
All right, I'm sorry.
People just woke up in episodes of Columbo, and you're gonna.
I'm sorry.
Fucking, if you keep saying pedophile,
I'm
Tommy
sorry.
Cotton's gonna crawl down through the fucking.
I'm sorry.
Through the air vents.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You know, if you say pedophile five times in a row, you summon Tommy Cotton.
Right. Okay.
He will manifest.
Right.
And he'll fucking
the couch will
crawling up our arses.
Right.
Crotton was out last night, actually.
Was he at the live pod?
At the live pod, yeah.
Have a few mince pies.
Yeah, well, he insisted on staying behind the curtain, like backstage.
Right. Okay.
And then just throughout the pod, all we heard was just a scuttling back and forth.
Right. Yeah.
And like people were a bit put off, and I had to explain to them, it's Tommy Crotton. He's half man, half Woodlouse. He's a neighbour.
Yeah.
I am ashamed to say he's a friend, but he's one of my best friends.
Grey lives matter.
Did you say grey life?
Yeah.
If ever there was a grey life, it's Tommy Cotton. But no, man.
Your family, yeah.
Well, I was going to say that I've so many priests and
really, yeah,
priests and nuns in my family. And
Father Rice.
Yeah. And they're all good people, and I know what you wanted to say there.
What?
I could see on your head.
No. You already got it out.
I could see your fucking lips forming a P.
No. You said priests.
You nasty little bollocks.
No.
Now, where were we before we got into that? Now
the Busby Babes.
The Busby Babes. Anyway, So look up the Busby Babes. If you don't know, Manchester United in the 50s, they lost a whole team of young people. Now, one of the babies that survived was Bobby Charlton, who was just recently died.
He died at the age of 36, I think.
Yeah, he recently died at the age of 41.
41, yeah.
So Bobby survived, but then the rest of the babes all died, and I was very sad. But look it up, it's a piece of history. Babies that won the league, baby flying a plane. After
they couldn't lift the cup.
Huh?
They couldn't lift the cup.
No, and a lot of them shitting it.
Yeah.
It was a bit unseemly, and then Matt Busby himself seemed to be breastfeeding a lot of them, and
that was the secret to their success. That was the secret to their success.
Yeah. Well, apparently, Busby was of the belief that, I suppose he was before his time, because he believed if you had a baby, right, and you're a man, and now obviously you would say, or me or you or anyone who knows about modern science,
right,
would say a man cannot breastfeed a child.
You can try,
but Busby believed if he said beforehand, if he said, I'm a lady, I'm a lady, I'm a lady, I'm a lady, I'm a lady,
right,
and if he said that 5 times like slow, and then you get maybe
right, okay,
and that would manifest.
He'd lactate.
That manifest milk in his tit.
Okay.
But again, this was now, he was off the ayahuasca and he was just straight on huffing paint at this stage.
Right. Andrew Lactate.
Huh?
Andrew
Lactate.
Yeah. That's a decent one.
Oh, speaking of Tate, so someone has sent us a picture today that they've manufactured.
A Hustlers University helmet.
University helmet.
Which is amazing. Shout out to you. That's amazing.
I mean, that is unbelievable. To Helen, who has made a Hustlers University helmet, is going to be sending them on to us here.
I
don't know if they've made 2 helmets. It'd be great if we could get 2 Hustlers University helmets.
And then we could clash our heads together.
Yeah. But it'll be a great thing to have, to just make sure
our thoughts are safe.
Our ideas don't escape.
When you're saying that Bobby Charlton died.
Yeah.
Shane McGowan just died.
Shane McGowan
died. What I heard was he died.
It would have been bigger news to me if he was alive.
Yeah. But I heard that he died of a broken heart after seeing the Dublin riots.
Really? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Vladimir Luton.
Luton, there we go. Oh, absolutely. He is Luton, in a way.
Yeah. He's Luton Ukraine.
Luton lives, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Luton
Common,
there we go. And
hey. Now we're cooking with sauce.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
But,
so tell me this now and tell me no more. Shane McGowan. Now, if anyone took even a half cursory look at you, you'd say you were inspired by McGowan.
Yeah.
By his look, by his lack of teeth.
I've got teeth.
Huh?
I have teeth.
Yeah, but they kind of act like they're not teeth.
This tooth here is chipped.
You have teeth, but your teeth are like, I'm a gum. Like you're kind of.
They're receding.
Your teeth do not believe they're teeth.
No, they don't. Like my front tooth is chipped.
Yeah.
Because when I was 16, I tried to blow one of those Greek statues. No, I was in a fight outside of a just like, but I was outside some underage disco, and I was shit faced and they wouldn't let me in because I was so drunk. And then I managed to get into some sort of a fight, and I thought I was in like Green Street or something. And there was like 4 lads around me.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, "Go on then, when he has hit me, then you cunts. When he has hit me." And then all I remember then is just getting head butted.
Yeah.
And then I woke up the next morning in my bed, just fucking blood all down my face, all down my t-shirt. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Blood is the liquid testament of existence.
It is, yeah.
As you famously said.
As I did famously
in the comment
say,
section of a joke.
Blood is the liquid testament of our existence.
Yes. So keep that in mind, lads.
Keep that in mind.
If you see an old drop of blood dropping out of your arsehole, do not panic. Say, there we go, I'm alive.
I actually got that tattooed on my back.
Did you?
After that, yeah, because that comment did well. I got about 200 likes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was...
probably your biggest hit of the year.
Probably my biggest hit of the year, yeah. I mean, I thought our clip yesterday about the Tates and the Nelks would ruffle a few feathers, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I fucked up the edit.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I messed up.
Were you actually drunk when you did that?
No, I wasn't. No,
right.
I was just having a laugh at that stage.
I thought you were drunk, to be honest with you.
No, I wasn't drunk. No, I did fuck it up. Now, I stand by cutting out the Nelt thing because it was a bit, the ideas of the bit were a bit clunky, but I just fucked up the edit.
You did, yeah.
I wasn't drunk, but I was
with your eyes closed.
I was having I was just having a little spaz out episode.
Right. Because when I watched it on my phone, I was like, did I?
Yeah.
Is that how I did it?
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, like, did the Chinese fucking hack into the?
But let me tell you this: it's still gonna blow. It's been shared a few times. Like people have been sharing it. It's still gonna blow up. There's helmets been made off the back of it.
Yeah.
So the clip has been a success. It's been a resounding success.
We got 2 helmets out of it, which is a pair of helmets for a pair of helmets. I'm just after seeing this bag over here. Boys to Mensch.
Huh?
Boys to Mensch.
Boys to Mensch. Is that kind of that's surely a nod to the Jews.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Mensch is like a good
menstruation.
Don't mention it. But
Yeah.
we're clutching at straws here now.
Here we are, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. What I was going to say to you now, you dirty little idiot, was this. I've been watching a show called The Squid Games. But it's the reality TV show version.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, yeah, you're about 2 years behind on...
No. I'm fully up to date.
Yeah.
I'm sharp as a tack.
Because Hamish was... me and Hamish got excited last night.
Yeah.
Because we were like, because we thought the new season was out.
Yeah.
So we were like, we'll come home from the gigs, we put on Squid Games 2, we got fucking a load of treats.
We'll shove some garlic butter up our arses.
We got into the nip and we put on our Korean...
We'll scream racial slurs at the bush.
We put on our Korean football jerseys, you know.
Yeah.
And then we found out it was just a shitty reality TV show based on the show.
Whoa!
But it's good.
Hey now.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's like fucking... This is Netflix's problem is that they make... so the show is good.
Right.
It is good. And there's like people are breaking down in there. Like it's very stressful.
Are they killing each other? Like,
Yeah, a thing happens where if they get knocked out, this little painting explodes and they go
right.
And then
they're like,
and then they go, oh, yo.
Is it Korean people or is it
No, I tell you one thing, it's mostly fucking Americans.
Right.
And then you got an Irish fella in there, a ginger Irish lad.
Really, yeah.
Who kind of thinks he's Conor McGregor. It's weird. He's just like, I'm in here to win, not to make friends.
We're here to take part.
Yeah. We're here to take over.
Imagine he just got it wrong. He's like, we're here to take part, not to take over.
Not to take over. And then just, what did oh shit.
Yeah.
And it's over. So there's an Irish fella in there. There's some English lads in there. There's a good little mix of races, but it's mostly Americans. And then you got like some African American ladies who like don't trust nobody.
Right.
And it's good crack because it's just like high stakes. But what Netflix does, and they're cunts for doing, is something an episode that could be half an hour long, they make an hour.
Right.
Because
they drag it out.
They literally get paid twice as much. The show will make twice as much money
if it's longer.
Yeah,
right.
Because everything is so. It's like if you're Dave Chappelle, and you're paying him $20 million for a comedy special,
right,
for an hour.
Yeah,
it's for the amount of time. Like if he did half an hour,
right,
he'd get half that money.
So what you're saying is we need to make the podcast longer.
Yeah, and we'll make double what we're making, which is absolutely nothing. Which is absolutely fucking jack shit.
Yeah.
I will start a Patreon soon, and
we'll
it'll just mainly be us fucking rimming Tommy Crotten, but spit roasting Tommy Crotten.
Yeah.
But so anyway, this show. So everyone, it's all these Americans and everyone. Then there's a mother and son in it.
Really?
That's a big part of it. Yeah, there's a mother and son.
Okay.
And they end up getting together. It's the best part of the show.
They start shagging.
They fall in love. You see it in real time.
Love.
No, they don't. No. But they end up having to like square off against each other. Spoiler alerts now. If you're going to watch Squid Games, the reality show, spoiler alert. But they have to play like a game of marbles for who gets to stay in, and it's like $4.5 million you get.
Yeah.
And if that was me against my mother would just let me win.
Right.
Because like,
but she's like,
she loved me. But this one is just like, no. She's like, I have my competitive spirit, and I will not be. You know, I'm like, I guess that's because from me, that's from my point of view.
Yeah.
I felt attacked by that because I'd be like, if my mother tried to beat me,
right, and
didn't just give it to me,
right,
I'd be
fuming.
I'd hit her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose growing up on a farm would be somewhat akin to being in Squid Games.
Huh? Oh, very much
the
so.
survivor gets the farm.
Yeah.
You and your brothers.
Yeah. And there was a lot of dead Asians. A lot. Any one of them that stepped foot on the fucking farm was fucking brown bread. Fact.
I was about to make a joke there, and I didn't do it, and I'm very proud of myself.
Good man, Chief.
Yeah.
You'll save yourself fucking time in the edit. But there's,
I should have just said it.
Yes. Well, look, time has passed now. You fucking missed your chance. Pull the trigger. Get off the pot, you little bollocks.
Yeah.
Now, there's also a guy in the show. There's this like real old guy who's like just an old guy. He's like, I'm a doctor. He's like, I'm a physician, but people don't know this about me. But he's like, they see I'm a doctor, but they don't know that I got a lot of hobbies. He just keeps talking about how much hobbies he has.
Right.
He's like, I got a lot of hobbies. But then he doesn't say what hobbies he has. So he's just like, I got a lot of hobbies. But then I started thinking, I think your hobby is saying you've got a lot of hobbies.
It sounds like he's like, I paint houses. Like he's one of these guys.
Like, I got a lot of hobbies. But people think, because I'm a doctor, that I don't have hobbies. But I've got so many hobbies. And then you're like, and then nobody, by the way.
Just say you kill hookers.
Yeah. That's your, yeah. I got a lot of hobbies. Not everybody I meet lives to tell the tale.
Is it fucking Al Pacino? What the fuck?
I don't know. He's just this little old man who's weird. Because as well, like what's funny about like the Squid Game thing is like it's just like men are being like it is like the biggest demonstration of what window lickers men are.
Right. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's hilarious because like the men all like just as you come into the Squid Games, they all just start to form these like gangs, these groups,
Right.
and they start giving their groups names. Like the women are just like kind of like whatever, like chilling and like having, and men are start just form these lame ass gangs where they're like, we're the Kanuka brothers and stuff.
Good luck.
And they start doing these little chants. They're like, we're in it together forever. And then like, but it's winner takes all. So it's like,
Right.
you know, at the end of the day, you like that's the great thing about the whole
Right.
thing
Right.
is that you know it's the illusion of like friendship and this and that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's you or me,
Right.
and someone's hitting the fucking
Yeah.
hitting the fucking
And
road.
what's the prize?
Huh?
What's the prize?
Money.
To what end?
4.5 million buckaroos.
Is it actually?
Huh?
Is it
Yes,
actually?
lad.
Ooh.
And people are like, it's actually is a great like, the drama that's built into the whole structure of the show
Yeah.
is inherently super entertaining.
Yeah.
But my only problem is Netflix then buffer up every episode with just 20 minutes of fucking shite that we don't want to hear, like just like backstory.
Or like
shit.
what their life was like before
Just
they got
like,
into the fucking.
So, and then it'll cut to this guy, and it's just like, so, I guess, I've been kind of a shy guy my whole life, but
fuck off.
that was one of the reasons I decided to come in here to the Squid Games and really
Yeah.
push myself, not only to compete, but also to make friends. You know?
Well, you're gone. You're the first one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally before he finishes the sentence, just someone goes and shoots him
Yeah.
in the head.
God, you must be desperate for friends to have to fucking
Yeah.
go on that show.
Yeah.
To fucking. Have you heard of Bumble Friends?
Bumble Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear a Bumble Friends. Yeah.
It's just where you
Is that-
use
is this,
Bumble
this
to
was this
meet
was the when they remade the sitcom Friends, but with bumblebees.
with bumblebees. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Isn't
it's just,
it?
It's just set in a beehive.
Could
Instead
I
of-
be
Be any
any
more-
more stingy?
Yeah. Could I be any more bee?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proud of that one.
Oh fuck! Yes. Oh no! Will someone crotting with that shit as well? Any kind of any kind of insect noise or behavior, and Crotton will be here fucking quicker than a fly comes to shite.
No one told you were gonna be a bee.
Oh, that's fucking great. So, what I was going to say, so yeah, the the groups in Squid Game, like the men are kind of getting together and like, we're the Kanuka gang, and they're just the biggest bunch of like
wankers.
It's like Kanuka brothers for life.
Yeah.
And they just, and like they have the outlad is in the group who's like, I'm a physician, but I've got so many hobbies. So like,
Is he just like an old New York Jew or something?
yeah, but an old Jewish, kind of like an old Jewish doctor. But his whole thing is like, I don't even want to win this game myself. I just want to help others win.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, I've got so many hobbies.
Right.
And I say the producers were like, enough with
Enough
the
of it,
hobby
the
talk.
hobbies, all right?
We get that
Yeah.
you've got, but he never mentions any of the hobbies.
Right.
And he thinks that, he also thinks that,
Hobby Charlton.
yeah, fucking Hobby Charlton. Hobby Styles. Hobby De Niro.
Oh, fuck.
Here comes Hobby Charlton,
Yeah.
fucking running down the wing. Yeah. And one of the only babies that lived was Hobby Charlton.
Hobby Charlton, and it's him getting stretchered out, just a baby on a stretcher. Like,
Stretcher. I've got so many hobbies. I'm a baby. No one thinks I've got hobbies, but I've so many.
yeah.
But anyway, so the hobbies fella is, he's just forever rattling on. But then his whole thing is like, he's like, I don't need to win. I want to help other people win. That's my thing. And everyone just like he's just kind of like a window licker. But then his whole thing is just like, I've also got a lot of tattoos. People think because I'm a doctor that I wouldn't have tattoos.
Right, this guy's got a pass.
But I do have tattoos. Tattoos and hobbies.
Yeah.
So then,
Is he a Holocaust survivor?
Huh?
Is he?
He doesn't mention it.
Because we just said he has his tattoos. He has like a.
No, I know where you're getting. I know what you're getting
I
at.
didn't know if you.
I know what you're scratching at.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm hungover. I'm not that hungover.
Right. Okay.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
He has a number tattooed on him there somewhere.
Yeah.
No, he's not quite old enough for that. But I just love the idea that like people, he believes that people believe in general, like just who's your friend's a doctor? Oh, all right, has no hobbies then. He mustn't have any hobbies. Like that's
Right.
He believes that that's how people talk about doctors, and
Right.
that he's shattering all
Yeah,
stereotypes
yeah.
about doctors
Yeah.
by having hobbies.
Yeah.
By being Hobby Charlton.
Yeah.
And having tattoos. But so anyway, then there's there's a great part where there's an old Asian woman.
Right.
Her name is May.
Right.
And she's like everyone like kind of really likes her. She's kind of like old and wise and stuff, but really like she's like also spoilers for this. But like
she's the dark horse, I think.
Oh, she's the darkest horse in the Squid Games.
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
put it to you that way.
Yeah.
She'd eat a horse, but so she's there, and like at one point, it's one of my like favorite moments of the Squid Games is like that. So all the women get together, right? There's like 21 men left, and there's 9 women left, right?
Yeah.
And the women all come again. Spoiler alert, but whatever. But so then all the women get together, and they're like, right, we need to stick together.
Right.
This is a group, a team, and if we stick together, we can fucking like outdo the men, blah blah. So we need to have each other's back. And the women are like, hell yeah, and everyone like puts their hands in and just fucking woo.
Feminism.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's great, right? So they're all doing that. So anyway, the next game that turns out to be the whole thing is you nominate a captain, and so the captain then is the head next task, but you don't know what the task is. So the task ends up being that there's 32 players left, and only 20 are going to survive, and the only way you survive is by nominating someone to survive, and then the last like 12 people just get knocked out.
Right.
So basically, the first guy
Like they
is
get like literally knocked. Someone comes over and
Conor
chins
McGregor
them.
comes in and just fucking chins him.
Spinning heel kicks them.
Yeah,
Into
he comes over and just being like, "Immigrants, get out of Ireland!" and just fucking hits him a left.
Right.
So that's it. And then so this guy TJ is first. So he nominates Mai. So like Mai is like so he's like I nominate Mai to save Mai. And then it goes in a chain. So now Mai has to nominate someone to save.
But
so
that must have been confusing for. He's like, I nominate Mai. And like, you're what? He's like, no, Mai.
I nominate my cock.
Yeah.
And they're like, there must be another person, TJ.
Right.
My ass.
Yes.
No,
Right.
TJ. Okay, Hobby Charlton.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so he nominates Mike. Now, what this means is that all the women can be saved.
Right.
Because all this lady has to do now is nominate a girl, then the next girl nominate the next girl.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the 9 girls can all go through.
Yeah.
If she nominates a girl, and they've just made the pact.
Yeah.
And she just immediately saves a guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fucking traitor.
I know.
Oh, my God.
It was just fantastic.
You know what I've just realized is I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch this. Now I've just know everything that's
everything that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, no, a lot more is happening.
Right.
But I have ruined the show for anyone.
Fuck
what
it.
the
Whatever.
fuck? They're in episodes of Columbo. They don't.
Yeah, they don't know.
Squid Games isn't going to be out for 30 years.
They're busy solving crimes and committing crimes.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that I've been shoving that TV show up my cock.
Right.
And
what was the reason for her picking the guy over the women?
Huh?
What was the reason for her picking the guy over the women?
He's just big and strong.
You're right. Okay.
Had a nice beard.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she just that was it. But like, it's so the great thing about it is there's just so much betrayal in the show.
Right.
That it makes for great television because people are just always put on the spot. Like there's 4.5 million up for grabs, and there's just a timer. It's just like, okay, now you have to pick 2 people to be eliminated.
Right.
Now, and then you just have to like ruin someone else's. Just like, and they always have things like they just say, look, I don't really like this. Just you. I just don't want to see you anymore. Like
right,
you're out.
Yeah. You smell like cheese.
Your stories, they just go on, and there's not really a point to them. So anyway, you haven't said one thing about your life now so far.
Well, I don't.
In today's episode,
nothing's really been going on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, I did see this guy.
You dirty Aegis.
I did see a guy. How are we doing there?
How are we doing?
38.
38. Right. Go on.
I think it's squeezed in.
Squeeze it in. Squeeze it up.
Lube it up.
Squeeze it up your flute.
Yeah. So I went into a Pret a Manger.
Yes.
And I'm walking in, and I see this guy with a little
Pret Easton Ellis.
Yeah, and he has a little one of these little T-Rex arm things, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't really have a hand. He kind of just has like a
claw.
stump.
Oh right.
A little Donald stump, a little one of these little things, right? And I'm walking in like I was raised right. I know you don't stare at people like that, right?
Stay away to heaven.
And but anyway, he's got a little thing. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to stare. But then in my peripheral vision, I see him take out tobacco, rolling papers, and filters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to see how this plays out. Right. Do you know what I mean? How is he going to roll this?
But does he even have like a little...
No, there's nothing on his hand.
He doesn't even have a
little pinky. No.
Like a little pinky.
No, he just has a little... It's just a little like... this, no fingers, and then a little T-Rex arm with a lump, like a stump at the top. Yeah. And I'm like, how is he going to pull this off, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to have to watch this. I don't care. So I sat down beside him, and I'm staring at him, and he has his hand like that, and then but there's enough of a flat surface on his stump that he can put the skin on his hand, and then he puts the filter in, and then he's putting the tobacco into the thing, but he's balancing it all on his stump, like this, and then he twists it into and then the whole time I've been watching now for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, at any point I could have interjected and been like, do you want me to do that for you? But no, I just sat there and just kind of...
But are you able to roll?
Yeah, I'm able to roll, yeah.
Rock and roller.
Rock and roll. I can roll anything, man. But so I'm watching him, and I could have at any point offered to do it, but no, I just sat and I just watched for entertainment value. And then in my head, I'm like, why don't you just get cigarettes?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Save yourself all this fucking time. So then anyway...
Did you say that to him?
What?
Did you say that to him?
No, this was all an
inner monologue.
Internal monologue.
Yes.
So I'm watching him. And then, anyway, I was going to go up to him and be like, have you ever considered, entering Britain's Got Talent, Because he nailed it. He nailed it in the end. He popped it in his mouth, put the stump away. And I was like, have you ever, considered going on Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Because I think he could win.
Well, so you've got it.
You've got it.
You've got it.
But that's just his one thing. Is just that he does that in the audition, the semis, and the final. He just does the same thing. It's just him rolling smoke on his stump. So anyway, I'm thinking he could go on Britain's Got Talent.
But each time but like for the final, it's like a big doobie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just gets
big
bigger and bigger.
Doob.
Yeah. And then I'm like, because then if he won that, then he could get like, 100K.
Right.
Get a bunch of cigarettes.
Or a new arm.
That's what I was thinking. He could get a new arm. Yeah.
Or he could get his arm made into a cigarette. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just have his arm be a fag.
Yeah.
Imagine that, and then he's like lighting up.
There's a little, yeah.
I would fucking love if someone got their like arms met. Like if someone if someone had the commitment to get their arms chopped off and get just two John Player Blues either side.
Just a
And
giant.
just go around and be like, "Do you have a light?"
Gemini. Or just, he has legs.
Yeah.
His arms and legs are just four giant John Player Blue cigarettes.
Imagine him just on the couch.
It'd be very popular at an after party. Just like that. Like,
Yeah.
but, that would be.
Imagine trying to like kiss a woman. Just puts his hands like the fags around it. And he gets his cock as a little fag as well.
Well, maybe John Player Blue was
His cock is a cigar.
his cock was a cigar, yeah. But maybe John Player Blue
Yeah.
was actually. Oh, I'd have to look into this now, but
Yeah.
maybe John Player Blue was actually a half man, half cigarette.
Oh, I never actually thought about that.
Yeah,
Right.
and he just rolled everywhere.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. Of course I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. It makes perfect sense.
Like a tin of Pringles rolling along the ground, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you think maybe it was a man who was blue, so he's sad, man.
he's a sad man.
John Player Blue.
Called John Player.
John Player Blue. So he got a bit blue.
I'm blue.
And then
I'm
whatever-
blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-day. If
So
you smoke me, you'll die.
I'm blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-day. If you smoke me, you will die. That would be the most amazing, like, just fucking jingle for like imagine, like, 'cause you know cigarettes, they stopped being allowed to advertise cigarettes because obviously, they make you dead.
Yeah.
So, but it'd be so funny if like they're like, look, we'll allow that
Yeah.
because that's fucking,
Yeah,
that's great.
That's the new John Player Blue
But it's just a
TV
man
advert.
just dressed as a fag. A depressed man, so he's blue, just like with arms and legs and fags. I'm blue. If you smoke me, you will die.
Oh, it's the stupidest fucking
The end
thing.
of your life is nigh.
You will get cancer and have to shave your head. Oh my god.
Your
Oh
lungs
man.
will be like a pigsty.
I heard that you can smoke as much as you want up until the age of 30, and then it's after 30 that it becomes dangerous. Like you can smoke as long as you stop at 30.
And who told you that? The Marlboro man.
Big cigarettes. Big fag.
Who told you that? Benson or Hedges? Oh fuck!
Oh
Listen,
god.
that's an episode in the can.
Yeah.
45 minutes of splendor.
Yeah. Splendor man.
Yeah, oh yeah. Lads, listen. You're lovely. Splen-hansard, and that's the dumbest one I've
Yeah,
ever
that's
said.
really bad. Yeah. Oh, Mike, your tour. Your
Splendidity. Oh, for fuck's sake. I
Yeah.
literally last night wrote a note. Make sure. Lads, I'm on tour. Ye dirty Egypts.
Yeah.
And I'm coming to episodes of Columbo.
Right.
So MikeRiceComedy.com. I am going to be in Ireland. I'm in Belfast, Portrush, Newry, Omagh, Derry. Come to Derry, ye
Derry.
fucks. Portrush, Newry and Omagh might cancel those shows. They're not looking
You're
great.
going to have to cancel the Liverpool show.
The Liverpool show, yeah. Well, fuck it. That's over for me now. So also then I'm in London, Birmingham, Bristol, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Newcastle, Leeds. Manchester and Glasgow are sold out. We're going to add more shows.
Woo!
London is nearly sold out. Woo! Dublin is nearly sold out. Belfast is selling fast. Come to the Belfast show and I'll suck your arse. What other ones? Where the fuck else am I, Chief?
You're going
Leeds.
to-
I say Leeds. I'm going to be in
Leeds.
Rotten Leeds. Hull.
The
Hull,
Rod-
ye dirty bastards.
the Rotherhams.
Southampton, ye fuckers. So all these places, please, MikeRiceComedy.com. Get tickets now. They're selling fast. We need some big Mike and the Chief heads there.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll be at
would-
Poster every Sunday.
Yeah, Hustlers University.
City, yeah.
But Poster's cancelled, isn't it?
It's back.
It's back.
It's back now,
In
yeah.
record time.
In record time. Yeah,
Jesus
it's back.
Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The fucking rate the pod on Spotify.
Yes.
Follow us on Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
Yeah. Revolut
It's
Tommy
the
Crotten.
best. Yeah.
£5.
We'll put his details in the
If any of
description.
you, if anything that any of us was said today upsets or offends any of you, probably go kill yourself.
Yeah. Sorry for ruining Squid Game.
No,
the reality
come on.
show.
I love you, but go out there, get yourself some hobbies, and we love you.
Yeah, love you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.